Hi, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith. In this episode, we're going to be starting our playthrough of Theseus, The Dark Orbit. I did do an instructional video for this game, so if you haven't seen that, you might want to go to our channel and check it out, or you can try to follow along. Now, normally I would be joined by one of my children, and we would face off head-to-head, but not this time. No, they haven't run away or joined the Dice Tower. They're just sitting this one out because I wanted to invite my friend Matt Evans to join me for this episode. Matt Evans and his wife Jen have been regular contributors to our Table Talkback episodes. He's just a super nice guy, and I actually had a chance to meet him recently. I was traveling in the States, and he came to where I was staying, and in the lobby of a hotel, he taught me how to play Kemet, which is a game we featured here on this channel. You can see we have the game all set up, and although Matt's going to be joining me remotely, he set up the board in front of him the exact same way. We've already placed our initial pieces and cards. And although I won't know what cards are coming up in his deck, he's going to let us know what's showing on the top of his deck, and I'll be sure to display that right here. We also have a system for identifying the rooms in each sector, starting with the crescent marker. You then count in clockwise direction. So this is room 1, then 2, 3, and 4. Likewise over here, this would be room 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so let me just put my earpiece in here and we'll see if Matt's there. Matt, are you there?
I'm here.
There you are, Matt. Nice of you to join us.
Thanks for having me.
Well, listen, I just want to let everyone know, we have played this game together before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we played remotely, and I think the outcome was in my favor, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you got me pretty good in this one.
Well, this is your chance for revenge, right?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, and I know, I've heard rumors that maybe you've been practicing. Is that true?
Yeah, I talked my wife into playing a couple games with me and for some practice. And they went 50-50, so I'm feeling a little confident, feeling pretty good.
Okay, well listen, let's go right to the table then. Let's get into this, because I know what I want to do for my turn.
All right.
Okay, so the very first thing is the movement phase. Now I want to move that lone alien sitting there in the control room, and he's going to join his buddies into the alien sector. All right? And I'm going to put him into room 4. Now, the next thing we would do is action card phase, but there's no action cards here to resolve, and there is a sector action. So I would like to activate the upgrade token. I'm not going to bother taking that token because I want to use it right away. I want to upgrade the alien that I just moved into that sector, all right? Because, I don't know, if you notice the aliens, they're scary looking, but they really have no teeth in that basic mode. They've got no attack strength, right? So I need to give them a little bite to scare you. Let's see. I've got a couple cards in my pending card slot here. Both of them are hidden cards, so I'm going to place one of them. Let's see. I'm going to put it into the tech bay, and I'm going to place it over top of that upgrade bonus card because I want to collect that and grab myself another upgrade token. I'm going to use that one right away as well. I want to put that on, let's see, the alien that's directly across from the alien I just moved. So now I have 2 upgraded aliens. Not a bad first turn, right? What do you think?
That's some good upgrades right off the bat. So.
Yeah. Okay, well listen, that's the end of my turn. I'm going to give you a second. We'll just let you think over what you want to do, and we'll come back for turn 2. Now, Matt, before you start with your turn, I need to hog the spotlight one more time, unfortunately, because I forgot a couple things during my turn. So, in typical Watch It Played fashion here, there's been a slight mistake. When I took that card out of the pending card slot, I should have replaced it. And so I'm going to put the Ghost Strike card that's on the top of my deck and put that in the pending card slot. And then also, when I installed the hidden card, there's a little token that goes along with that. It's just kind of a visual reminder, because what this card effect does is during my onslaughts, if you have any of your units in the tech bay, I'm going to get to give you 1 wound for each of them. So my little treat, my little gift to you, Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I bet you are. Well, listen, I'm done now. Go ahead and let's see what you have planned.
Okay, so for my turn, for the movement phase, I'm going to take my Marine in the Marine sector in position 4.
Yes.
I'm going to move him 2 spaces into position 2 into the control room. I have no action cards there. So then I'm going to go to the sector action phase, and I'm going to take the malfunction token. I'm going to shut down your hive. I don't like the hive.
I knew it. I knew you were coming for that hive.
That thing hurts.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And for my pending card phase, I'm going to take the top card of my deck, which is Ambush, and I'm going to place it in the pending card slot in the control room.
Sure.
The card beneath it I have just revealed is the Fire card.
Okay, let me just find that here. And There we go. Okay, fire. That's nasty. I bet you want to get that out too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, don't get too greedy. It's now my turn, so just give me a second here. I'll plan out what I'm going to do.
All right.
Okay, Matt, I'm ready. I'm already going to throw us into the fighting right now. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to take my alien in room 2 of my sector, and he's going to go running right around into the corridors here. I'm going to place him into room 1. Okay?
All right.
And there's no action cards here to deal with, but the sector action is an onslaught, right? And, well, I only have one alien that's in a sector with you, and it's in that corridor sector. So it's going to attack you a little nom 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 on your marine there.
All right.
And I'm going to reduce you down to 19 life.
Ouch.
So I drew first blood. And now it's time for the pending card phase. So I'm going to take this hive card, put it in the pending card slot, and just let you know that the top card I've revealed is another hidden card.
Okay. Lovely.
Well, that's it from me, Matt. So deal with that. Let's see what you got next.
I got plenty of hit points left. All right, so for my turn, for the movement phase, I'm going to go to my Marine in room 2 of the Marine sector and move him 1 space into room 4 of the corridor sector.
Corridors, yeah. I see what's happening here. A little tit for tat, I suspect.
That's right. I'm coming for you. So I have no action cards in this space, so I will go to the sector action phase, which is going to trigger an onslaught. So
Sure.
I only have 1 Marine that is available to your line of sight, so
Yes.
you're going to take 1 wound.
Okay,
Every little bit counts.
it sure does.
And for the pending cards phase, I'm going to get rid of that hive card in the pending cards area. Get rid of it. And I'm
That
going
means
to
it's
replace
discarded from the game.
Yes.
I don't even like that at all.
I don't like traps too much. The Marines aren't so great with traps, so this is good.
Okay.
I'm then going to take the fire card from the top of my deck, and I'm going to place it in the pending card slot in corridors.
All right.
And
So
now
what's on the top of your deck now, Matt?
the barricade card is on top of my deck.
Okay. Perfect.
And that does it for me.
All right, well, you've certainly given me something to think about here. I'm going to plan out what I'm going to do next. All right, Matt, I think this is going to be a gentler turn on you here, setting things up, you know what I mean, for things to come. I am going to take the upgraded alien that's sitting in room 4 of my sector, and he's going to move 2 sectors into your marine sector. I'm going to put him into position, let's see, room 2 here. All right, now, I can't take any sector actions here because this is your sector. But I do get to take out one of your pending cards. I'm going to remove Onslaught. That's a powerful card. I want that gone.
I like my onslaughts.
Yeah, well, it's gone as well. I'm sorry to do this. I'm going to replace it, though, with this hidden.
Oh, yeah, that makes it all better.
Yeah, doesn't it, though? Don't we all feel better now? And on the top of my deck is the vent shortcut, so you can make sure that's on your side as well. Let's see, I guess, yeah, that's it for me. But now it's your turn, Matt.
Alrighty. All right, so for my turn, for the movement phase, I'm going to take my Marine in the corridors in room 4, and I'm going to move him 3 spaces into the tech bay in room number 1.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, yeah, and I do have an action card there, and guess what it is?
Yeah,
it's an onslaught.
We can see it, Matt, yeah.
I got to get you back. So that's going to deal 1 wound because it's going to trigger an onslaught in the corridor sector where I have line of sight to one of your aliens. So that's going to deal 1 point of damage to you.
Right on.
All right, and then that's going to trigger the sector action phase, which is getting a free turn.
Right.
So I'm going to use my free turn with my Marine in the control room. He's going to move 1 space, and I'm going to put him into room 2 of your alien sector. I will then go to the pending cards phase, and I'm going to get rid of your hidden card because there's enough of those on the map. I'm getting kind of sick of the aliens.
There's a lot of them, isn't there?
I'm sick of the aliens. And I'm going to put my barricade card where your hidden card was.
Okay.
And I've revealed the top card of my deck, and it is the Armory.
Okay, so we'll put that out for you. That was a good full turn there.
Yeah.
Those free actions, I mean, that's really helpful. Okay, well, you've, again, given me something to think about here. Let me plan out my next turn. All right, Matt, I was sitting here for a little bit, and then the light bulb went on, and I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the alien that's sitting in your sector, and I'm going to move it into room 3 in the corridors.
Yeah.
Okay, now, can you see what's coming?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't have any action cards here, but the sector action is an onslaught. And this is really nice because I've got 2 aliens here, and both of them can see that single Marine. So they're each able to attack because they're upgraded. They have attack symbols. So that's going to do 2 wounds to you, right? I'm going to drop you down to 17 life.
Yep.
But that's not all, right? Because over here in the tech bay, I have the hidden card. And that little token here is reminding us that during my onslaughts, it will cause a wound for every unit that you have here. And you have a unit, right? So that's another wound.
Awesome.
You're down to 16. And just to rub some salt in the wounds here, I'm going to throw out your fire card. I know you wanted that. That's a nasty one. Because the fire card, right, this is one of those ones that drops the little crescent token here. And the crescent token just means if you move through it, it's going to cause the effect, which is, I think, what is it, 1 wound every time my aliens would move through?
Yeah, and I can upgrade it.
Oh, yeah, I don't want any of that. So I'm going to replace that right now with the vent shortcut.
Okay.
I'll put that into the pending card slot. And I've revealed the tentacles. And speaking of which, that's my major trap card there. I also have a crescent moon shape that will go with that. Hopefully we'll get to see that put on the board. Hopefully, if you're rooting for me, that is. You're probably less hopeful about that.
Well, that was a painful turn for me. I think I got a little greedy with the bonus actions from the tech bay. I tend to do that sometimes, and it ends up paying off poorly. So.
Well, you know, they are very attractive, aren't they? Because the idea of being able to do more than one thing during your turn, right, is very attractive in any game. But no, things lined up well for me there. There's still lots of time for you to turn this around, though, Matt. So I'm going to let you think about what you want to do, and we'll come back in a second.
I'll do my best to recover. All right, I think I'm ready. I think this is going to be another good turn for me.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take my Marine that is in the corridor sector. I'm going to move him 3 spaces into the tech bay, into room number 3. And that is going to go to the action card phase, and I do have an action card there. I have the onslaught card.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
And I have Marine adjacent to one of your aliens in the alien sector, so that's going to be 1 wound to you. Okay. And that is going to immediately give me another free turn, and I'm going to use that turn to move my Marine from your alien sector 2 spaces into the Marine sector into room number 1.
All right.
And I have no action cards there. The sector action phase is going to give me an upgrade token, which I'm going to take. And then I'm also going to install, for the pending cards phase, I'm going to install my landmine into the control room over the top of the upgrade card. So I'm going to gain an additional upgrade token.
Okay, so you're trading this in for the upgrade token. You got 2 upgrade tokens now, Matt.
I do. I'm going to use one of them immediately, and I'm going to upgrade the Marine in the tech bay in room 3. I'm going to use one of them immediately to upgrade that Marine.
Okay, sure thing.
And I'm going to hold on to the other upgrade token for a future turn.
All right, sounds good. Well,
and then I'm going to take, the armory card off the top of my deck, and I'm going to place it in that space that I just took out of the Marine sector.
Sure.
Which is going to reveal battle position on top of my deck.
Excellent. Okay, I've got everything set up. That was a pretty good turn.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, you got upgrades, you got cards installed, you got bonus cards, you got upgrades waiting. All right, I'm going to have to come up with something good for this turn. Now, one of the things, Matt, that we're not showing people is the time we spend sort of thinking out our turns. Because who wants to watch that, right?
Yeah, it's true.
But what would you say, on average, how long have we been taking to plan out our turns? Just to give people an idea. Like, would you say about 2 minutes? About that?
Yeah, I'd say 2. Yeah, probably 1 to 2 minutes is fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I know this one took me a little bit longer trying to math out what I wanted to do here because, you know, there's lots of different options and different interactions. So I think what I've decided on is I'm going to take the alien that is in room 3 of the corridors, and I'm going to move him 2 sectors over and put him into room 3 of the alien sector. All right? I don't have any action cards to activate here, but and I don't have, the sector action, though. I do have that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an upgrade token, and I'm going to immediately upgrade the one alien I haven't upgraded yet. All right? So now these guys are all really, really ferocious, which is nice to have for when those onslaughts come. But now pending card phase, right? So I'm going to take the Ghost Strike that I have here in my sector, and I'm going to place it in the tech bay on top of the card from the deck, bonus card. Now this one's kind of neat.
Good one.
Yeah, this is neat because it lets me, during my turn, install the top card from my deck to an empty installed card slot not occupied by a bonus card. So I can't use this to grab another bonus card. And I can do this at any time during my turn, so I can do this right now while I know what card's on top of my deck. I have those tentacles, and I think I'm going to fill up the tech bay. I figure that's a place you're going to want to go to, right, Matt?
Yeah, that's a pretty deadly spot for me right now.
Yeah. And I mean, that's where you've got your onslaught card. So I want to make it harder for you to get in there and activate that. So I have a little token reminder. My tentacle token will go right here, just as a reminder that when you move through these tentacles, it's going to cost you an additional movement point. So let's see. Now I have to replace the card that was in my pending slot, so the vent shortcut is going to go there. And now on top of my deck, I have another hidden card. So that was a mouthful, but that's everything. Over to you, Matt.
All right, I'm ready for my turn, and I know I just said it takes 1 to 2 minutes, but I'm starting to discover the longer this game goes on with all the cards that get spread out throughout the board, my turns are definitely taking longer and longer, so I'm ready to go, though. So
let's see if that thinking pays off.
It's probably not going to. All right, I'm going to take my Marine that's in room number 1 in the tech bay. He's going to move 2 spaces, and I'm going to move him into room number 2 into the corridor sector.
Sure.
And I have no action cards there, but the sector action phase is going to trigger an onslaught, which is going to give you 1 wound.
Okay. Well, we're tied up, 16-16 in life points.
That's right. Feeling a little bit better for now. But you still have a lot more upgraded units. I'm getting a little nervous. Let's see. So I'll go to my pending cards phase, and I'm going to grab battle position off the top of my deck, and I'm going to get rid of your vent shortcut. Get it out of here.
Sure.
I don't need you moving around the map any faster. And I'm going to put my battle positions card there in the pending card slot, and that's going to be my turn.
Now, what's on top of your deck?
Fire is on top of my deck,
okay.
and it's actually an excellent card. I'm very excited about that.
Now, one thing that Matt doesn't realize, because he can't see the table as I've set it up here, is that I put that 1 upgrade token that he had left over next to my deck. So I'm going to put this back over next to your deck, Matt, before I use that accidentally. All right. Well, for my turn, what I'm going to do, I think, is take the alien that I have in position 1 in my sector, and he's going to go scurrying over into your sector, into position, let's see, I'm going to put him in room 3 there, okay? Now,
all right.
There's no action cards to activate. I can't activate the sector because this is your sector, but I am going to install the hidden card that's in the pending slot there, and I'm going to bring it over into the control room on top of the gateway bonus card here, because I want to collect that card. This one here, what it says is, during my move, I can go 1 additional sector. So I can just spend this, basically, during my turn. And it might help me get somewhere I want to go a little easier. And I'm going to replace the card that I removed with another hidden card. It's going to go in the pending card slot. And on top of my deck now, I'm showing another tentacles trap.
Ooh.
So I feel like that was kind of more of a setting up kind of turn, but I'm pretty happy with how that went. So Matt, now it's your turn. Now Matt, before you take your turn, I did forget one little thing again. Remember those hidden tokens? Well, I installed another hidden card, and that means I should have put another token out, which I'll do now. So there we go, 2 hidden tokens for the 2 hidden cards, and now, sir, it's your turn.
All right, I am going to take my Marine in the corridor sector. He is going to move 2 spaces, and I'm going to put him into room number 2 in the alien sector. Obviously, I can't take any actions in your space, and no action cards there. So for the pending cards phase, I am going to take my barricade card in that space, and I'm going to install it over the gateway card right in that same sector, right on top of the gateway card.
Okay.
That's going to give me that free movement. And then I'm going to take the top card of my deck, which is fire, and I'm going to put that in the pending card slot in the alien sector, which is going to reveal the battle position card on top of my deck.
All right.
And actually, before my turn ends, if I might say, I'm actually going to use my upgrade token at this point to place this on top of my landmine and give it an additional upgrade.
Okay, now this is nasty because this landmine is a trap. Now, it's a 1-use only trap, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I get any of my units into the control room, which I honestly want to do because I want to get that malfunction token off if I can. But now if I do that, it's going to cost me a total of 3 life points. So
that's the idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, let me plan out my turn now. Well, I don't like what I'm about to do here. I know you're going to like it a lot, Matt. I'm worried about this landmine. I mean, it's just sitting there, and if you upgrade it more and more, it's just going to be more pain for me later. And I'm going to want to be able to get into this room eventually. So I think I'm going to blow it now. So I'm going to take the alien that's in your sector, and I'm going to move him 2 sectors over into the control room, into room, put him in room 1. Okay. And now this trap is going to go off, and it's going to cause a total of 3 damage. 2, 3. I'm down to 13. That was not easy to take. Yeah, wow, great for you. So I don't have any actions to resolve here. I am going to resolve the sector, though. The malfunction token, I'm going to move that on top of the onslaught card again in the tech bay. Okay. And I'm going to remove your ambush card in the pending card slot and replace it with the tentacles card that I have. That's going to leave the ghost strike card on top, by the way. And yeah, I think that's going to end my turn. If I lose by 3 points, that's going to really bother me.
All right, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to take my single Marine in the Marine sector. I'm going to move him 1 space over into the corridors into room number 2. And he's immediately going to take a wound from the hive in there, so I'm going to go down a wound. And I have no action cards in that space, but the sector action phase is going to trigger an onslaught, which is going to deal you 2 wounds, because I have 2 of your aliens.
Right, 1 right here and 1 right here. Wow, my aliens are falling fast on the life track here.
All right, and for the pending cards phase, I'm going to take that battle position card that I have in the corridor sector, and I'm going to install it in my Marine sector on top of that malfunction card so I can get that malfunction token whenever I like. So I'm going to keep the card for now. I'm not going to use it just yet. I'm going to save it for a future turn. And then I'm going to replace the card that I just drew, that I just took out of the pending card slot. I'm going to place another battle position card from the top of my deck in that space. And that reveals landmine for me on the top of my deck.
Oh, there's another landmine?
Sorry.
I really don't want to see that again. I've stepped on enough landmines for 1 game. Okay, well, not bad at all. I'm going to take my turn now. All right, Matt, I have to do a little deconstruction of your work here in the sectors. I'm going to move the alien that I have in the control room, the one that stepped on a landmine. He needs to heal up, so he's going to go into the alien sector. I'm going to go into room 1, and there's no action cards here for me to activate, but I'm going to use the sector action that allows me to remove one of your installed cards. I want to get this barricade out of here. So I'm going to remove that from the game. And let's see, after that, this is tough because I have the option here of installing the vent shortcut or removing this fire card. Are you planning on installing that fire card? Or are you just going to leave it there?
I'd love to put that somewhere.
Oh, well, then that does it. I'm getting rid of the fire. I'm throwing it out.
Oh, man, I should have never said anything.
You shouldn't have. So now I'll put the ghost strike there in its place.
Okay.
And I'm showing, my onslaught card is now on top of my deck. And my deck is getting down there. I've got 3 cards left in my deck here. So the game is getting pretty close to the end, to be honest.
Yep.
You know what, Matt? This might be a good point for us to stop, actually. And why don't we let the viewers who are watching team up with you here and vote on what they think you should do for your team. What do you think about that?
Sounds good to me. I can use all the help I can get.
Okay, so if you're looking at the board right now, try to plan out what you think Matt should do for his turn and put it in the comments below. And if you like what someone suggests, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, then propose your own suggestion, and then other people might vote for that. Whichever one gets the most votes, when we come back in the next episode, that's what we're going to do for Matt's turn, and then we'll carry on and we'll see how this wraps up. Well, Matt, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling pretty confident about your position on the board?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. It's just one of those things that there's so much to think about that I never know if I'm setting myself up for a crazy turn where you're going to destroy me. So I'm really going to appreciate the help of the viewers on this one.
Okay. Well, thanks again, Matt, for joining me. And we'll get back to this as soon as we get a few of those suggestions in. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Well, everyone, until the next episode, thanks for watching.